Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is another big, and I mean seriously big, Pokemon card collection update. We've got new goals, new cards, new binders, just about new everything in this video. So please stick around and watch the collection grow and grow, and also chipping away at some of those sets that we've been at for such a long time. Anyway, very excited to get into this. Let's go. Okay, so here we go. We have our big stack of cards here, and we're just going to go binder by binder, placing our newest additions in each one. So first is first, we have a Shining Legends that we need to add. So let's get the big red folder out. Now, since the last update video, there has been some new organisation as promised. So I have reorganised binders so that all cards have their own specific space. So we're flashing all the way over to Shining Legends. Here we are. We're going all the way towards the back, towards the trainers. And if you can spot Lily, there it is. We have our reverse Rare Lily to go in, sliding all over the place there. And then we are one step closer to completing Shining Legends. There's only one to add to this binder today, but again, 1% more progress to 100%. Sweet. Next of all, we have a new addition, new colour, new binder to our collection. This is going to be holding some newer sets. Keep your eyes peeled for this channel next year, i.e. Team Rocket returns. But today we have another addition towards completing this Pokemon Go set. We have our Spark Rainbow Rare. So let's get all the way over towards the back of the binder and find our Rainbow Rares. Excellent. And we just pop Spark right in here. And there we go. We have another one in our binder towards Pokemon Go. Excellent. It's filling out nicely now. So, the blue binder has had a bit of a rework. It's now, it now houses lots of retro cards, and I don't know, just kind of an appreciation of retro cards and different sets throughout the different eras. So we have two cards we're going to add to this binder. Our first one we're going to be adding will be this very cool Porygon from the Team Rocket set. I just really love it. It's very 2000s style 3D artwork, which I do have a quite a soft spot for this kind of artwork for Pokemon cards. So not necessarily a rare card, but very cool Porygon in a box. So we're going to find the perfect space for this, which would be right here. Again, old cards paying homage to those older sets, Rocket, Neo Genesis, Commons. Beautiful, excellent. And then next, we actually have these starter cards. Obviously, my very impressive Pokemon did tell me what these cards did entail. But yeah, Entei, what a cool looking art. It looks so majestic, like a ginormous lion. So anyway, we're going to find the page that relates to all these kind of artworks. So yeah, like I say, there's lots of spaces and lots of gaps and to play with for this kind of binder. So, oh, here we are. There we go. So I don't have many of these cards, but I do have a few. I just think they're very cool. So I'm keeping them all together. And look at that. We have a perfect space for our Entei to slot nicely involved. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. I'm really enjoying now reorganise these binders. I get a lot more appreciation out of them. Just having certain styles and eras of cards all nicely together. So, brilliant. On to our next binder. Right, so next of all, again, another reorganisation. We now have our smaller red binder. And now I've been organising cards by appreciation of Pokemon. So this is a bit of a hybrid binder. It is mostly full of doubles and basically cards I don't mind trading to people of that nature, just duplicates. There are some nice cards there, mostly evolutions. Oh, there's a gym, Gym Challenge, Gym Heroes, Erica's, Venusaur in Japanese. But there's some nice cards here, that I'd be happy to part with or trade. However, eventually, once this trade binder goes down, it will end up being another appreciation binder. So if we just skip a little bit forward, we're going to see some Gen 3 Pokemon appreciation pages. So we have Slacking here, lacking some cards sadly, But we will fill that up. One of my favourite Gen 3 Pokemon, Slacking, reminds me of a dear family member. Now, here we go. So we've got our Wailmer page, but we have our Wailord page, and very, very excitingly, we were able to pick up this brand new Wailord art. So I'm going to slot this one nicely here. There's actually not a lot of Wailord cards. I know obviously there's the Tag Team Magikarp Wailord, but yeah, so it's quite difficult to just find these out and about. But we're filling it. We've nearly filled a page with Wailord, who is about like my magnum opus for Pokemon Go. It took me so long to find a shiny Wailmer, and I would never even evolve it into a Wailord to complete my Gen 3 Pokedex until I got a shiny Wailmer, and that took years. But I can proudly say we've found a shiny Wailmer and eventually got to evolve it to a Wailord. So bit of a story behind why that one has a special place in my heart. Also, we have one more addition to the Gen 3. As you can see, this page is a Metagross page, and we have the crown jewel going in the center. We have the alt full art of Metagross in the snow playing, which is quite cool. So I believe that one deserves to go pride in place right here in its center. Yes. So I like to get different versions, you know, different generations of the Pokemon, and just like an evolution of the artwork. And then obviously you have these gorgeous full arts that we are so spoiled nowadays, in my opinion, because this would have been like a rare, you know, really nice hollows, but now we have these gorgeous artworks that just expand all over the page, and you can kind of see that in this older set as well. Starting to experiment with that, and now flash forward to 2024, this is what we get. So excellent, 2 more additions to our Gen 3 Pokemon Appreciation binder. Now here we go, last but certainly not least, we have our yellow treasures binder. And again, this has become a Pokemon Appreciation binder, and literally going through mostly Gen 1 Pokemon with a few Gen 2. So we have our Bulbasaur page. I won't bore you, but yeah, it's just the first time this has come on YouTube of how my new organised binder is going. So we're going through the starters: Charmander, Charmeleon, and as you can probably guess, we have Charizard. We certainly do. And we are going to start with Charizard. We have this beautiful full art Charizard. So this is going straight in. Now I do quite like the CD promos being in the centre, as a bit of a callback and a throwback to the games. So I think we are going to put this beautiful full art just on the side there as a nice accomplishment to our central CD one. So we have a Charizard, is our first edition. It's a gorgeous card, really, really beautiful. Now let's move on. So obviously we're going through Squirtles, got some retro cards there. Water, we need to obviously work on that page. And this is it. The beauty is there's so many beautiful full art 151 cards that would just fit extremely incredibly right in the center. But again, these CD promos, like the Game Boy Advance artworks from the covers of the games, yeah, I can't think of a better center for especially the starters like that. So maybe it will take some convincing, but maybe we will get there someday. We have a Pikachu. You know, he's the mascot of the franchise. He deserves a double page spread. So slowly going from retro to more newer cards and promos. I think the Van Gogh promo would be a really cool one that I kind of do have my eyes on if that card wasn't so expensive. But you never know what the future holds. My dad's favourite Pokemon, my dad's favourite Pokemon is the Duck. With a migraine, it's Psyduck. So I'm, you know, dedicating the Psyduck page to one of his favourites. So more to come, definitely more to come. Gengar, of course, he has taken a bit of a hit because I've had to take some of his cards out due to sets, but that's fine. There will always be Gengar cards, always. It's such a popular Pokemon. There will always be amazing cards being produced. Here we go, here's our next addition to our page. We have this gorgeous Gyarados GX. Now I don't have a full art Gyarados yet, so I think it's only right to put this in the center. Excellent. And then we move on to Lapras. Lapras is pretty much done. I have done a bit of a reshuffle, but I had to make some room for this. Beautiful, again, another GX card. It's a Lapras GX, I believe from Burning Shadows. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments there. So let's get this one up here. I probably should have a rework of sleeves as well, but that is a task for another day, another time. gorgeous Lapras GX to make that page complete. And maybe the entire, if I was to get a completed page, like I appreciate the retros and arts, but maybe do a full art page of a certain Pokemon, you know? Anyway, again, Eevee, kind of a secondary mascot here. We actually have 2 additions to put into our binder here. We're going to start with the trainer gallery, which is quite nice. I think this deserves to go on the middle row, so I'm going to, just for the time being, put it nicely here. Because I do like to keep the full arts in the middle. They kind of draw your attention to the center of the binder. So yeah, I think that's cool. And then we also have not one full art, but another full art. We have the Eevee VMAX, a very, very fluffy Eevee. And I think, again, this can go just here. So yeah, Eevee, 2 additions to the splash page. Very happy with that, and nice to get some full arts cards there, you know, giving Eevee in very cute, fluffy nature. Perfect. Let's move on to our next page. Always love the splash page. No matter what binder I make or how I organize it, I always love having this in compared to all the evolutions that came in the future. Here we go. Another absolute favourite of mine. It's got to be Snorlax. It really does. Anyway, we have 2 additions to Snorlax. We have the Holo Snorlax. It's a promo from Evolutions, Black Star promo. We have the regular version there, but now we are getting the Holo version, which can sit nicely next to our another promo, funnily enough, the Eevee Snorlax promo. You notice Eevee and Snorlax get paired together quite often, especially in tag team as well. There's another version of that card is really cool. But yeah, I think Snorlax and Eevee are such a, you know, a very dynamic duo, which is quite cool. But that's not all. We also have a full art Snorlax V of a very grumpy, not very happy Snorlax. Tricky where to put this one. I'm going to put this V just here, just because it's only our second ever kind of full art version of Snorlax and can sit nicely just there. Beautiful. 2 more additions. Right, we're going to move slowly on. We have a new appreciation for Articuno. We have the retro, and we have a new card to add. I can't remember what these cards are called. I haven't told before, but I really can't remember. Anyway, gorgeous art. I didn't want to put this in a retro binder. I wanted this to be specifically for Articuno's appreciation page. And because it's one of the older-ish, okay, not old, but older, I thought that would fit nicely there. Maybe I'll find another retro yellow bordered Articuno. Actually, no. You know what? I'm changing it. I'm putting it just here. So we have the retro cards. We have a slightly new but old card. And also appreciating those Galarian forms because they are gorgeous. So I've actually managed to secure the Articuno V alt art in the snow globe, which is really cool and Christmassy feels. I like that. Zapdos, the page is complete in terms of what I want to achieve out of this page. I put promos in, I've done a rumble, I've done, you know, the fantastic 151 alternate art. We've got Team Rocket, Zapdos from the 25th celebrations. Maybe this one could go, maybe reverse rare. But again, appreciating the Galar versions of these amazing Pokemon. Again, the alt art, just running up the side of a cliff is absolutely fantastic. However, there is one more. We also have Moltres, taking one of the promos from the movie there. Now Moltres needs a little bit more love, so that's exactly what we're going to give it to. This beautiful holo Moltres here. It's just such a cool pattern. Now I know Pokemon Pocket is releasing soon, and there is a gorgeous Moltres card in that as well. This is obviously one of the newer cards, but what a gorgeous holo. I keep changing my mind. It's hard to finally decide on placements, but yeah, actually I like that. I do really like that. That's a nice contrast. That's a very beautiful, vibrant, fiery chicken that right there. And we do have a space here. I think if I can, I will do a appreciation page with cards that feature all the birds. For example, Stained Glass, and maybe some others if I can find them. But we will see. Work in progress. Stay tuned. Another one of the fan favourites, it's got to be Dragonite. And we do actually have an edition. I really do need to learn what these cards are called, but I found the Dragonite version while hunting in a local, well, not a local card shop, but at a very incredible card shop not too far from where I live. So this is going right up here. If I can just get it in its compartment, its pocket. Proving rather tricky. Yeah, so we have that again, Dragonite looking very angry, going through the sky, displaying its raw power. But yeah, the Dragonite page is really coming along. I love this. I love getting different versions. Dragonite's such a popular Pokemon. You get so many different lovely artworks of Dragonite doing, you know, very cute and very ferocious things. So yeah, double bubble page spread coming along very, very nicely. Now, with no additions to Mew and Mewtwo, there will be a Mew in the future. Stay tuned for that. But it's going to take a little bit of breaking, let's say, before we add another Mew card into one of these slots. So we're going to move on from Mew and Mewtwo. If you've already noticed, yes, my newest and greatest pickup is the Umbreon VMAX, also known as the Moonbreon. Very rare, very stupidly expensive card. However, was able to get this very much under its silly prices it's going for recently. So very proud crown jewel to go here. Now this is kind of what's caused me to reorganize the binder so much, to make appreciation pages. We have Umbreon. One of my favorite Pokemon games is Pokemon Colosseum, and if you know that game, you start out, you'll actually have, it's all based on double battles. You have two Pokemon, those are Umbreon and its partner Espeon. So we're having an Espeon and Umbreon page dedicated to each Pokemon, just to kind of show my love for these two Pokemon, for my favorite Pokemon game. Again, tricky to find. See, Espeon and Umbreon, obviously, dark, moon, psychic, light, and daytime. So it's kind of a day and night contrast. I will try and find their styles of cards. So if I could find, for example, if I find an Umbreon VMAX in this kind of style, I will put it next to it. So basically counterparts going next to each other at all times. And also just cool cards that I like. You're never going to find everything that matches, but very excited to be able to do an Espeon and Umbreon pages. Moving on, you can tell how excited I am in my voice because I can't even speak correctly. Here we go, Steelix. Have a new addition. We have the Mega Steelix EX. It is our first full art, so by proxy, by default, it is going into the middle slot. If I could only get it in. There we are. Steelix, again, a lot of love for this Pokemon comes from Pokemon Colosseum and its model in the game. It looks just so scary and ferocious. When Venus uses one on her team, my gosh, you know about it. Next, we have Scizor. Scizor. My very own professor of Pokemon, Ryan, gave me this card. He had a duplicate. And I thought, oh, well, I'm going to show this one off. So Scizor started getting a page created based solely to appreciate it. And we get to add a shiny Scizor to this page, which is nice. Don't always get shiny versions of Pokemon cards. I mean, yes, some do, but it's nice to see this one particularly. That, you know, green, that bug green, which is very nice. We're going to put the shiny version, actually, middle bottom. That's where we're going to put it. We're going to put that just there, middle bottom. Right, so we're going through Gen 2 now. Love this page. Don't think I'm ever going to change this page. We've got the regular versions, the shiny versions, and also the full art versions. I don't think we can improve on that page. The only things we can add to that page, but it would hopefully mean an expansion, would probably be the Rocket Strikes Back Returns ones. But we're not doing that today. We are focusing on Celebi. So we have two new edition Celebi. We have a gorgeous holo Celebi here. Gorgeous. And it is a Black Star promo. I'm not quite sure what set. If you know in the comments, let me know. But we have a gorgeous Celebi here. Rocking that psychic type. That psychic typing. Which we shall put over here. And then we've been picking quite a few of these cards up. Again, need to know what they're called. I'm sure it probably says here. They're not break cards, but they're, again, it's actually a promo card, which I had no idea. It's very gorgeous, it's very full arty, but I'd still like the Shining Celebi being the centerpiece here. So this one can sit nicely on the right hand side to create. So we've had 2 new additions there, which is lovely. It's nice to see Celebi getting a bit more love and being appreciated on its page. But yes, that concludes our binder update. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've enjoyed the new reorganization. It's a lot more fresher, a lot more organized look than what I was previously doing, and I'm a lot more happier because I can literally go get the cards I love, know what I want, and know roughly exactly where they're going in which binder and to where I can put them as well. The only thing I struggle with is whereabouts in the binder I place them. I know they've got a page, but where on the page do I display them? So it's really nice to display the hobby that way. Anyway, without any more, I hope you've really enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching if you've got all the way to the end. Have a lovely day. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.